locally owned community-based news, free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home. The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news, free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
And welcome back in, folks. Delaware Live Sports presentation of the Viking Invitational. We just saw a game between Appoquinimink High School and Bethlehem Catholic High School, and now we've got an in-state battle between the 2021 Boys Basketball State Championship program, the Tower Hill Hillers, and the host school of this event, the St. Elizabeth Vikings. Tower Hill, they've lost a lot of key contributors from that state championship team over the course of the last 2 seasons, so it's a new group for the Hillers under head coach Patrick Kaiser. And as for St. Elizabeth, they're a team that's been on the rise. They got a lot of young talent, a lot of new incoming talent, as well as big-time returners Julius Wright and the Temple commit Aiden Tobiasen. And we saw St. E's take a 20-point victory home from right here on Delaware Live Sports against William Penn early in this one. Tower Hill, bit of an unknown. We're going to get a chance to see them here today. Patrick Gary-Andy's with me today. Jason Winchell, Mike Lang, and Mike and Jay, this should be a good one here between the Hillers and the Vikings.
Yeah, it really should be a really good game. St. E's shot the lights out here at home the first 2 games of the season. Struggled a little bit at St. George's with their shot, but found a way to win a tough road game. So, you know, they're off to a good start. And Tower Hill's only lost to Mount Pleasant. And Mount Pleasant is 7-2. So, you know, that's not bad either. So, Mount Pleasant's off to a good start this year.
Yeah, you said it, Jay. I mean, 29 three-pointers made for the Vikings in their first 2 games of the season. And Mike, Tower Hill, you know, 2 years ago, they were crowned the champions with a victory over Salesianum, and they've lost the Shepherds as well as Davis Bland and some other talent over the course of the last 2 years, but it's been a very good program under head coach Patrick Kaiser.
Patrick's done a great job. I'm sorry, Jay. You know, they keep bringing some talent in. And you know, at Tower, they're not bringing in just basketball players. They're bringing in athletes. There's a lot of kids play multiple sports over there because of the size of the school. You see a kid like Marty Coyne, who's a key member of that state championship team, is playing baseball at Penn. You know, you have kids that do that. Dean Shepard now at Del State playing for Coach Stan Waterman. So they're producing athletes and great students over there, and Patrick's done a great job. And they sure earned that state championship 2 years ago, didn't they? They put a hurting on Salesianum that day, and you know they had to take a step down. You would think when losing as many players as they did, but I don't think they're as far away as people might think.
They may not be, is right, and they're going to start a lot of young talent here.
But you speak of talent, man. St. E's, they got athletes on this team. These kids can jump through the roof.
Speaking of young talent, one of those youngsters is in the starting lineup here today, the point guard tonight, Cayenne Alexander. He's got the ball right now. The freshman in a lane floating right hand is no good.
He'll make those freshman mistakes, but you know what? You'll take that trade-off because he's all energy and talent.
Now the Hillers, opening possession for them. This is Christian Martin. He's a sophomore. You're going to see a lot of youth from the Hillers. This is Kevin Coleman. He's also a sophomore. They go over here. Number 14 is Somerville. He's the senior of the group, as well as Jackson Clough. He is a sophomore. There's a 3-second violation.
There we go. Carries at 3 seconds. We've seen them all today.
So, Jay, in football, you got the offer for the first down measurement for pizza. What about a 3-second call?
Nothing.
Pat, I tried.
I'm still trying.
Good effort.
I'm still trying to eat my lunch here.
Good effort there, Mike.
But I like watching this Sadie's team. I've seen them a couple of times this year, including at St. George's game.
Julius
There,
Wright.
Julius right there. How about that?
Up and in there, the senior guard knifing his way through the defense.
And what I liked about that game, Mike, was they found a way to win despite not shooting the ball well, which they did the first 2 games where they made all those 3-pointers.
Now, and I think St. George's kind of surprised me in that game. You know, talking to Coach Mike Cassidy, they weren't sure what to expect from St. George's, but they got the job done down there, and they came down from they were down 8 points with 7:45 to go, and came back and won the game.
Somerville called for the 5-second count there. Here's Alexander. He's a blur with the basketball. Now here's the Temple commit to Biason. He is the unquestioned top weapon for the Vikings. A nice aggressive drive there. Foul picked up by the sophomore Kevin Coleman. And he's right up into Biason's grill. You see, not going to back down.
Aiden likes to play above the rim. Would not be surprised to see a dunk or 2 today.
Alexander, catch and shoot 3 is knocked down for the young freshman, Tobias Reese.
And it'll be a long day
assist.
for Tower Hill if those shots continue to fall for St. E's.
As we said, 29 3-pointers made in their 2 home victories this season. Good defense here from the Vikings, swarming, and now they're out and running. Rice to Alexander, right to Alexander, I should say. 7 early points here for the Vikings.
Just so much raw talent here for the Vikings.
Martin, the sophomore in the lane, can't finish. To Biason on the rebound, kick out. Bias lead for 3, that's no good. Rebound. Aiden to Biason, he'll shoot a 3, that's no good. Rebound fought for, and thrown in the backcourt. This should be a backcourt violation. Nope.
Oh,
All
wow.
right. Wow, Reese was able to save it.
And I'm with Patrick Kaiser there. That should have been a backcourt, Pat.
Interesting.
I'm hearing from the fans as well. How's that not a backcourt? I don't think Tower ever had possession of the ball there.
Well, I'm assuming that's the only explanation, is that they determined that was a change of possession, and I'm not sure. Anyway, here's the pressure from St. E's, causing some problems. Ball's loose. It will stay with Tower, but not much time left for them here against the pressure from the Vikings.
Yeah, absolutely, Pat. That pressure, St. E's, and we saw it cause problems to, at least I've seen it cause problems to St. Andrews and William Penn's offense.
This is Coleman. Finds Somerville, 1 extra pass. Probably should have went up with that one. That one's deflected away. Hiller's ball underneath.
Kevin Coleman has been such a good piece for the Hillers over the past couple of years. He'll make some noise today.
3 ball, that's no good. Ball fought for. I think we're going to get a foul here.
Is it Hunter?
On Kenny
Hunter.
Hunter.
Yeah, he pushed off, I thought.
It's like Kenny Hunter's been really effective for them and early going. Brings a lot of juice to this team, and he can score.
Junior forward, can shoot. He definitely got, smooth player. He and Reese have been 2 very good transfer additions. There's Somerville on the drive, up and in. Nice work there from the senior, Daniel Somerville. First bucket of the game for Tower.
Tower Hill needs to do more. Get that ball inside.
Here's Wright. Goes up. It's bumped. Nothing called. There's a jump ball. Jackson Clow doing a good job right there.
Should go to Tower Hill.
I believe that's Coleman, right? Number 3. Bring it in.
Get this one in. This is the freshman, Khalil Riley. Going against the pressure. They get it across. That one's deflected away and stolen. Up ahead they go to Biason. Right-hand layup up and in. Vikings can get up and down the floor very quickly.
Can.
Absolutely. Very quick. He
You know,
came down with 2 feet not in bounds.
now, and what I like about this team is very active defensively, St. E's, and it'll turn their defense into offense.
Here's Tobiason.
You know who's not out there, Pat, right now? Caden Harris, another weapon for this team.
Tobiasen, catch and shoot three, in and out, no good. Ball deflected, Tower Hill with the rebound.
I think a travel.
A good foul right there on the travel. Yeah, Alexander has put himself into the starting
They also
lineup.
have Stephen Nixon. There's a lot of pieces for Coach Mike Cassidy.
There's definitely some depth. That is for sure. A lot of young talent for the Vikings, too.
Yeah. And they lost, they lost a few players to transfers after last year, and you wondered how it was going to affect them. Well, they've been okay so far.
That they have. Right to Tobiasen, a lot of bodies in there. Somerville comes away with it. Here's Coleman, floating right hand, no good. Reese, the rebound.
And, they didn't make the state tournament last year, so this is, I think they have a lot to prove this year.
Reese can't finish. Rebound from Brian Adderley. That one's knocked away. Look out below. Tobiasen with the jam. Defense to offense, 11-2. St. E's on top here through 5 minutes of play. And this is what we've come to see from the Vikings.
Steal like that, Aiden Tobiasen not afraid to go home and jam it home.
Now he will live above the rim, that's for sure. But
Jay, I ran into Father Roger DeBoo outside, the pastor here at St. E's, and he's a little disappointed he can't make the game today. He's got a wedding rehearsal over at St. Anthony's Church. So Father Roger, I'm sure I'll be watching this game later. And Father Roger's a good dude.
Father Roger did a wonderful job with my sister's wedding a few months ago. Overcame some adversity, Father did. He had a busy day that day. He had an unfortunate funeral he had to do at 4 o'clock. Well, the limo service decided to blow a flat tire on 95, threw the entire ceremony off by 45 minutes. Father Roger kept his cool. He was definitely faced some adversity that day, but he got it done. It was a wonderful day. But that speaks to what you're saying about him. All right, back to action, man. Let's get back focused. Here we go, Tower Hill.
Pat's going back to the wedding.
How about this? Almost another deflection turnover. This is Lou, first time into the game here for the Hillers. Trying to dribble through that double team.
A little
that is
trouble
not
out there.
work. Tobiasen comes away with it. Alexander, right hand layup up and in.
Great job protecting the ball, moving it away from the defender.
Vikings well out in front. There's a foul. Alexander will pick it up. Couple substitutions. The aforementioned Caden Harris is in, number 1, as well as fellow freshman Mason Price, number 12.
Alexander 7 points so far.
Young man he's got the ball on a yo-yo. He's poised for a young point guard. He's going to be a player to keep an eye on throughout his career.
But the St. E's defense setting a lot of this up.
Backdoor cut, that one is taken away.
And Tower Hill's not getting many shots because they're St. E's.
Well, how about speaking of defense?
Yeah.
There's defensive deflection. We're running tonight, folks. Ball being swung around. There's a travel.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, Coleman on the travel.
Good crowd on hand here at the St. E Center for this one, as you would expect.
Harris goes over to Hunter. That's to Dale. Now let's see who that did. Went off at Dale's foot. So
yeah, that's the right call.
I'm sorry, that was Price's foot. Price's foot. Tower Hill will retain possession. They haven't been too bad defensively. It's just the offensive side of the court. They haven't been able to get things going yet. Somerville.
Like the theme today, Jay, except for that first game, there's been a lot of offensive struggles today. Maybe it's something in the air here.
Yeah, you know, like you said, that first game, it was back and forth, a lot of made three-pointers, a lot of good basketball offensive-wise. The the last 3 games, it's been the defenses and a lot of offensive struggles, like you said.
Harris for 3, long, no good. So the Vikings, who, as we said, had put 29 three-pointers through the hoop in their first 2 home games, only 1 here in the first quarter. That one no good.
Thought he had a decent look, but he was just leaning backwards on that one.
Alexander for 3, got it.
And
he's got both of them.
I was going to say, he's got both of them back.
Brought down rain.
Down the lane, runner falls off the rim there for Coleman. Here comes Wright, under a minute to go. Alexander, same spot, 2 for the money, in and out, no good. Here comes Coleman again for the Hillers. Into the corner, nearly loses it. Tobias and knocks it out of bounds.
Kai and Alexander already into double figures today.
Riley with the basketball. Alexander all over him. They get it over to Somerville. 36 seconds to go. Somerville, hesitation into the lane. Ball's knocked away.
Oof.
To get through it, left-hand layup is up and in for Kevin Coleman. Nice attack from the sophomore guard.
And Tobias came within an inch of taking that the other way, but Coleman, great job.
See the Vikings hold for 1 here. 15 seconds to go in the first. Right into the lane, he's bumped. It'll stay here.
Not a bad foul. You had a couple to give here, as long as he wasn't shooting.
Right, throw this one in. They go to Aiden Tobiasen. Up to Harris, 10 seconds, back to Wright. He's going to drive, floating in the lane. He's fouled and he'll go to the line for 2. Aggressive move there from Julius Wright.
Yeah, very nice. Gets to the rack with the good move and draws the contact. Chance to knock down some free throws, and I think that's huge because I believe that was on.
It was on Coleman. They put the player up that time.
Yep, his second foul.
Wright's free throw up and good.
Tell you what, Patrick Kaiser from Tower Hill, he's got to be the sharpest dressed here today.
The whole staff. I mean, you definitely noticed that.
Yeah.
Suit and ties.
Suit and ties. Mike Cassidy and the St. E staff a little bit more dress down day for them.
There's a turnover. They're going to get a shot off. Tobias, and the dunk is good. They finish it off, a steal, a jam, and a 20-4 lead for St. E's after 1 quarter of play. The Vikings, we have talked about them as one of the top teams in the state. They asserted themselves here in this first quarter.
Yeah, they really have, you know, and it's set up by the defensive end. And the only thing I was worried about was he going to get that dunk off in time? But yeah, he did.
Absolutely. Through 1 quarter of play, Vikings up 16 here at the Viking Invitational. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
And we're back here, folks. Viking Invitational, as you see the lone boys basketball state championship banner here at St. Elizabeth hanging, 2018. Under head coach Mike Rubenkamp.
Yeah, Nate Thomas and Jaden Dickerson.
Matt Rubenkamp. What am I? See,
Yeah,
I
he
knew
was
him.
called
I know him
Duff.
as Coach Duff. Exactly. Man,
They beat Smyrna that day. It was a good day to be a Viking.
it was a good day to be a Viking. Here is Tobias Reese out of the break. He's bumped on his way to the line. Of course, we're here at the Viking Invitational supporting the Leukemia Research Foundation of Delaware. Always a good cause, one that's been near and dear to the program, St. Elizabeth, for quite some years now.
So a couple
Tobias
of
Reese for three, in and out, no good.
couple of schools with the state championship banners hanging up.
That's true. Somerville in the lane, ball.
Oh, how about that swipe?
Right driving the lane in the fast break. Right hand can't finish. And out and running are the Hillers. Down the lane, right hand lane.
Oh.
It's knocked away. Offensive foul is going to be called on Joseph Cook.
And Kenny Hunter was ready to say, I got all ball, and he did.
Hunter swatted it away. Reese was the one that took the charge. Vikings in control early. Right down to Tobiasen. He's got the freshman on his back, takes it to him. Left-hand layup is up and in. That's going to be a tough defend there for Jamar Taylor.
Yeah.
Freshman's talented, but
Yeah.
Bison's got him in the size category. He's longer. It's going to be tough. Pull up. That's no good. Reese the rebound. Now Tobiasen pushes. Right. Easy layup there. Vikings
End to end right there.
are moving.
Wow.
Freshman's going to get called
Tough
for
one
the
there.
travel. Got a little bit. Taylor got a little bit fast there.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
little bit sped up.
You know, he is, you know, with the two fouls, and, you know, under Tower Hill's kind of limited a little bit on the offensive end right now.
Of course, we mentioned Aiden going to Temple. Is that still McKee? Is he the coach there?
Now,
No, that.
He's gone.
Okay, never mind.
backdoor pass. That will
I think it's going to be Green. Yeah.
will go out. That was Kenny Hunter trying to make something happen. A little bit of a force there.
Well, I'll be rooting for Aiden to maybe bring Temple back a little bit more to national prominence in basketball.
Amen. Steve Nixon will check in for the Vikings, number 4. His backdoor pass. Ball knocked away. Here comes Nixon. To Tobiasen. Two-hand flush.
That's 3 dunks already for Aiden.
Yeah, we needed that T-shirt game here tonight.
Yeah,
There was this
slam
slam dunk
dunk.
to the beach when Sally's was in the dunk game, and we saw a bunch of dunks in that one.
That ball deflected away. There's going to be a foul here. Who are they going to get on it? Going to get right.
Tobiasen with 10 points, 6 of the high percentage variety. A 60-second timeout here.
Vikings are well in control of this one. And again, one thing that has stood out now as we've watched a little bit more than 5 quarters of play, at least through the streams of St. E's, is they seem to be playing at a high level, almost like a playoff level in terms of camaraderie and playing off of each other and knowing each other's strengths.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I think they had a lot to prove after not making the state tournament last year. Despite a solid record, it just, you know, wasn't good enough to be in. They were just outside looking in when I did those point totals.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I just like to find some way to get them in. And I think Coach, you know, Cassidy said that, you know, a lot of motivation for this team this year. And
I think they'll be in this year.
And they had some good wins last year. They won at Slazy.
Yeah, they beat the champs.
But, you know, it was just a year where there were so many good teams up and down the state that they just – and, yeah, this year I think they, you know, They know, and they got a lot to prove. They upped their schedule this year, Pat. Like you said, they got rid of Sally's once, but they replaced them with teams like Sanford, Dover's on their schedule, William Penn, Middletown.
It's true. And Tower Hill, young group here. Young group learning to play. Cloud into the lane. Kick out. 3 ball. Got it. Is number 11, Christian Martin. Sophomore knocks it down.
Let's see if that gets that Tower Hill offense going, Pat. A little confidence with that 3-point shot.
Here's Tobiasen. So long. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, wow.
They cleared the lane in the tomahawk jam. Fade away. Bank shot is good from Kevin Coleman. Nixon. Backdoor pass looking for Hunter. Led him a little too far. Looking for more. Looked like they were looking for some more fireworks there. Coleman walking the ball up. Mid-range pull-ups up and in. 5 points here from Martin in the last few minutes.
Yeah, a little Tower Hill offense been a little better.
Who made that shot there, Pat?
Martin.
What number is he?
11.
11, okay. Sorry about that, Jay. That's wondering why my cable wasn't moving.
3 ball from Tobias, and so he gets a couple dunks. Now he's going to get the 3 ball working. He's up to 15. Here's Taylor, the freshman. Kind of teleported that one. They're going to call it kick ball here. Reese, Caden Harris, and for the first time, the 8th grader, Deshaun Holden.
There you go.
This young man right here, number 10 in white. 8th grader playing at the varsity level.
The big lead, Coach Cassidy has a chance to get some varsity action for these, for everybody really, but right now for Holden.
Yeah, well, and it's going to come into play. You never know when foul trouble happens, so on and so forth. So the deeper you can get into your bench early in the season, the better. And that's a nice work right there from the sophomore, Jackson Clough. He gets the hoop and the harm.
Yeah, their offense has picked it up a little bit here since that full timeout taken by their coach. A little bit more confidence. I think that 3-point shot that went in gave the offense a little bit more confidence.
Free throw no good. Coleman goes over the top and rips the offensive board. Martin kick to Taylor. It's blocked away. Mason Price, freshman. Throw this one up. Achieved by Cook. Taylor.
That's a nice dish.
Nice layup by Taylor.
The pass right to Coleman, that was beautiful.
And an offensive foul. Good defense right there. They kind of baited Caden Harris right into that one.
Coleman now is 6 for the Hillers.
Yeah, since he came back in after those 2 fouls, he's picked it up offensively, and so has this Hiller team.
For Harris, it's his 2nd personal, so he'll sit. This is Cook handling the ball for Tower. Taylor. Clock for 3, got it. Nice hit right there, Tower within 13.
Playing a little bit better here in the 2nd quarter, but they're in quite a hole. Now he's got the 3 starters back up off the bench.
Nelson. And they're going to call a travel there. You bump.
Did you get Nixon on that one?
like I said, Mike, they hit that three-pointer. They go from 4 to 7. 11 points since then. Their shots are starting to fall in, but I think that three-point shot gave them some confidence. I thought it was a good full timeout by their coach to regroup.
They got to clear out. Nice job. This is Taylor. Cloth, he can't finish. Taylor gets up, kicks out. Coleman, pull up. That's a tough shot. No good. Off the rebound, he can't finish.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, you get a nice rebound there.
What
and
a pass. Alexander to Reese, easy layup. What a pass.
Yeah, that was a great pass.
Towers had some tough angle shots on those. They had 3 or 4 chances.
Alexander to steal and a layup. Quick hands. This freshman just makes plays.
He does.
There's another one.
Almost another steal, you're right.
Coleman splits the double team. Down the lane and finishes. I like the aggression from this young sophomore for Tower Hill. Right, pull up 3. In and out, no good. Alexander pops it loose, but Martin comes away with it and it's stolen back. Alexander, left-hand layup, no good. Tobias over the top, and they'll get him on that.
I thought he was over the top of his own player. All right, so Coleman for 2.
30-second timeout here.
Oh, good. I need that.
By St. Elizabeth.
Reese.
35 to 20.
Alexander.
Vikings on top. So Tower Hill's showing a little bit of life here late in this second quarter, Jay.
They really have. They scored about the 6-minute mark. They only had 4 points on the board. And they're quickly up to 20, so.
Kevin Coleman kind of leading the way for this Hillard group, his sophomore, getting some nice attacks to the lane.
Dollar half-court shots at
Where's that?
halftime.
Where's Alessandrini when you need him?
I think he's doing Delaware basketball.
They play Princeton tomorrow, right? Is it the ladies today?
Ladies today, and I think men's tomorrow. I think.
Yeah, I know they have Princeton tomorrow, the men.
Yeah. We were just. I was talking to somebody out there, and
maybe Pops will go out there and take a half-court shot.
we were talking about Buffon. Buffon from the St. Mark's game, and her brother walked on at Delaware.
Absolutely.
Off for 3, buries his second one.
He's got such a nice shot.
Shooting with confidence. The Hillers are within 12. After trailing by as many as 22. Lead.
Kind of a maybe ill-advised shot there.
A little bit.
But their
They come away
defense
with a
is good.
steal. Ball's loose. Tobias comes up with it, but he steps out of bounds.
8 second-quarter points for number 22 for Tower. I don't have the roster in front of me, Pat. But he's got 2 threes. And then a 2, he could have had the and one, but missed the free throw.
It's Jackson Clough.
Yes.
Here is Coleman handling the rock. He's had a strong second quarter here as Tower Hill has climbed themselves back into this game. He's in the lane floating, and he'll go to the line for 2. He has really taken things over in the half court. You got to be impressed with this young sophomore.
Yeah, it really has taken over, like you said. He got those 2 early fouls, Pat, and he had to go to the bench, but since he's come back in, he's really taken charge.
First free throw up and in.
But he makes the second one here, Pat. All of a sudden, it's a 10-point game. And I know that Kaiser could say at halftime, "Look, we made it a game. Let's keep going the way we did here in the second quarter."
DJ at one point was 26-4. It was 26-4 at one point.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a heck of a finish. Now they got to close it out.
Right,
You can't let
exactly
St. E's go on a run here in the last minute. Here's Tobiasen. Reese. As they set their offense, he's into the lane. Pull up from the mid-range. Back rim, no good. Good look, but can't finish. And then they let them leak out front. They can't connect.
That would have been, it was the right read, Pat, but just a little too much mustard on the pass. But, the bucket there gets it to within 8, so.
Khalil Riley was out and running, but they couldn't get it to him. Here comes Nixon to Wright. Wright in the lane, kick out. Nixon handling. Nixon into the lane, floating, and he's fouled and will go to the line for 2.
Good job for Nixon. I thought they might hold there for the 1, but he saw the lane and going to end up with 2 free throws instead.
If you're saying ease, too, you don't want to be too aggressive here. You're over the limit in fouls.
Can't hit the first.
Nice run you mentioned by Tower in this quarter, though. They were down and out.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a building block for this young team at halftime. The coaches can emphasize it. Keep on fighting. You did that in the second quarter. And you got yourself back into this game a little bit.
Nixon hits 1 of 2. 11-point lead. Here come the Hillers. Ball. Here's Coleman. Kick out. 3 ball. No good. They got it to Riley, but he could not finish. So after a 26-4 start for the Vikings, it ends up a 21-10 run for the Hillers to get them within 11 at the break, 36-25. Mike J, a good first half of basketball here. Both teams had their spurts.
Yeah, like you said, St. E's got off to a good start. Defense, dunks, not as many three-pointers as they were hitting here at home, but everything was going their way. And I thought a smart timeout there by Coach Kaiser, and the Tower was able to get much better effort there in the second half. And I'm sure you're down 11. Most teams probably aren't happy by that, but if you're Tower, I think you got to be extremely happy with how you bounce back.
Yeah, it was Dunk City there for a while for Tobias, and every play was, especially that last one, that one-handed tomahawk. But a good job there by the Hillers. The shooting heated up, made some threes, and we got ourselves a ball game here.
There we do, 36-25 at the break. Take first break, come back with second half action right here on Delaware Live Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life.
First State Orthopedics statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com.
I would always pass by Ferris on Kirkwood Highway, so I knew that they existed. We stopped in the showroom. We just clicked, like from day one. They did a total kitchen renovation for us. Ferris was so organized. They were on top of everything from day one. Always here when they said they would be, always on time, kept to the schedule. The level of comfort speaking to everyone that works at Ferris, they were just super friendly, easy to talk to. It was like they were friends, not, people coming to work on our kitchen. The room is totally transformed from what it used to look like. To have all this seating now and the big table, the bench seats, it's great. I love coming home and just walking through the laundry room into the kitchen every day. It was just a great experience. We love Ferris.
High Five Hospitality, founded in 2004 when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Expectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Soto Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Soto Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Soto Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
But have you tried Premier?
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes, whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy.
Ready for the second half action here at the St. E Center.
Absolutely. Welcome back in, folks. Viking Invitational, supporting the Leukemia Research Foundation of Delaware. We're at the break here of boys game number 2.
I did not make a half-court shot.
Between St. Elizabeth and Tower Hill, 36-25, St. E's on top. And yes, they did a little charity half-court shooting contest at the break.
They had one make, right? One guy made it?
That was a youngster.
Yeah.
It was not a half-court shot, but it was a make, yes.
And it was probably right a foul shot.
Right around a foul line shot. Yeah, it was impressive. Nonetheless, all the proceeds of that half-court shooting contest, which was $1 per shot, went, of course, to the Leukemia Research Foundation of Delaware. Great cause here. 36-25. The on-court action in this game has been good. And taking a look here in the second half, Mike, give me a key for the Hillers in the second half. And Jay, I'd like to hear a key for the Vikings.
Well, they can't turn the ball over because the Vikings were killing them in transition early. They took care of the ball, and they came back in the second quarter.
A little hesitation there. That's no good. And, Mike, if you had to give one for the Vikings to reassert themselves, the momentum kind of on Tower Hill's side.
I'd say get the ball to Aiden Tobiasen. Right there. Let him go to work.
Oh, there he is. Tobiasen inside, ball's turned over nearly. Alexander comes away with it. Right, baseline drive. Goes through the contact. No whistle. Rebound to Somerville. And here come the Hillers. Nice work here from Tower Hill. That one, nearly knocked away. Tobiasen to Alexander. Left-hand layup is up and in. A lot of contact there.
Yeah, and Coach Kaiser better. I know he's upset about the call, but he just let it go right now.
Somerville travel. Turnover gives it back to the Vikings.
I think 15 for Tobiasen in the first. Alexander with the 2 points there gets him up to 14 points.
A senior and a freshman, the bookends of the scoring for the Vikings. How about that?
But, you know, Aiden had all those dunks, and then he had the three-pointer, and he was quiet the rest of the second quarter.
There's Wright.
It's a good shooting, though, from Martin. A couple other Hillers got them back in it.
Wright in the lane, floating, can't finish. Tobiasen cleans it up, puts it in. Lead back to 15 for St. E's.
That's a good
A
start.
nice poke by Julius Wright.
3 ball. Back rim no good. Alexander comes down with it, but he loses it, dribbles into trouble. Ball still loose. Somerville, and he puts it up and in with the left hand. This is Tobias Reese. Tobiasen in the lane, kick out, Reese, corner 3, can't hit. Ball go back to the Hillers. Tower Hill showing some fight here in this one. This man has been good, Coleman. He led the way for Tower Hill in that first half. He gets poked, a little loose with the ball. Right up ahead and finishes. Stealing a bucket. Nice work there from Wright. That ball gets lost to Wright again out in front. And he'll finish. 4 quick points for him. Lead back to 17 now for the Vikings.
And the turnovers hurting Tower here early.
Coleman steps through, puts it up and in. Alexander. Tobiasen inside, that ball's knocked away, trying to force that one in there. Hunter couldn't handle it. Coleman in the lane, that's a tough drive, and he'll go to the line for 2.
For the back-to-back buckets there for Wright. Playing the defense and it paid off for him.
Can't hit the first one.
So a good start here in the third quarter for the Vikings. Good crowd on hand here at St. E's Center. A little bit more filled in on this side than what you're going to see on the camera.
Free throw up and good. 1-2 for Coleman.
I mean, even with all those steals, St. E's early in this half, it's only a 2-point difference from halftime. So Tower Hill doing a good job of staying in.
Hunter with a nice smooth stroke there for 2. Right nearly comes away with the steal, but he picks up the foul on Coleman.
First points of the day for Kenny Hunter.
I don't like to see this.
Yeah, Coleman got whacked. It looks like he's going to be okay. More than anything, he's just frustrated, I'm sure.
That's the 3rd foul.
Now get Caden Harris into the game.
That's because Wright was off to a quick start here in the third, but now he's going to be sitting for a couple minutes at least. Time for Coach Cassidy to use that depth.
Reese comes away with the steal. Alexander, what a find. Alexander pull up, no good.
Over the back, I think on Kenny Hunter.
They are. They're going to get Hunter with the over the back.
3-point shooting for St. E's is not as sharp as it was the first 2 home games here today.
But how about that outlet pass there to Kyan Alexander?
It was impressive from Reese. Somerville. He gets it up, but there's Alexander. You got to be careful around him.
Absolutely.
Hunter inside to Tobiasen. Back to Hunter to kick it around. Look at this little triangle offense.
We're going to get him more offensive.
Wow, offensive foul on Aiden Tobiasen.
Yeah. So, he's shooting free throws the rest of this quarter. So that's already 14 fouls. And like we said, with St. E's with this aggressive press defense, they got to be careful.
Trap right there.
Oh.
Somehow Cook finds his way through.
I think there were 4 St. Elizabeth hands on that ball.
This is Riley, the freshman. Off for 3, no good. Rebound to Hunter. Here's Alexander. Tobiasen. Harris on the drive. Looking to kick, offensive foul. What a job, Buck stepping in and drawing the charge.
Yeah, I know it's the 15th foul, but still no shooting for offensive fouls. But, you know, now they got, like I said, they're over the limit, so.
Harris pokes that one away. Nixon going to grab it. Harris.
I think Mike Cassidy just wants to chat with Caden Harris there for a second. He'll be back.
Somerville into the lane, stops, spin, turnaround, fadeaway, jumper, no good. Skying over the top and kicking out to Riley for 3 was Cook. And these Hillers just, they won't go away.
No. They're sticking around.
And I think that's
Hunter for 3. That's no good. Nixon pokes it away. Still Hiller ball.
And like Mike said, St. E's has all these turnovers and points off turnovers. You take some of that away, and this might be a closer game than it is at 13. So, I mean, that's how good St. E's defense has been in this one.
Here's Taylor. Freshman loses the ball. Falls on top, gets it away. Somerville into the lane. Pull up, mid-range jump shot's good.
Like his shot.
I really do, Mike. Yeah, he's got a good form. And it's down to 11, Mike. Here we go again.
That's where we were at halftime. All those points St. E scored early, erased.
Spinning into the lane, they're going to call a walk.
Welcome to Delaware.
Yeah, that's the anti-Delaware thing there.
Girl from Archbishop Wood did it last night. They called the walk. The coach fell down. He couldn't believe it.
Coleman. Somerville now handles. Hillers should get it within 10. Taylor swatted away, but then there's a foul. They're going to get to Bias, I guess.
That's
the
3
body.
on Aiden, I believe.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it got all ball there, Pat, but I think it got him with the body. And the official's right there on top of it. But you got a chance to get back in this game for the foul line.
Looks like Aiden might be coming out after this free throw.
First free throw up to good for Taylor. Tobias will take a seat. Mason Price will come in and grab him.
I mean, for a young team, this Tower Hill team, I've been impressed by them.
And no rim on that one.
I know that was I jinxed them, but I've really been for a young team. The fight's there, Pat.
The fight is definitely there. I agree.
And that's something. You know, that's you can teach them the rest of the game, but the fight is there, and that's what you like to see.
Reese tries to force it into Price there. It's a turnover. Coleman going to force the issue.
Yeah.
I think they called him for a walk there.
And his coach is telling him, to use his head, but like you said, he just tried to force it.
Here's Reese. Alexander floating into the lane, can't hit. Somerville to rebound. The Vikings have gone cold here.
They really have.
And Towers limited him to one shot.
Coleman.
Oh.
Off for three. He can hit them. Backs the rim, no good. Somerville, big third quarter for Somerville. Offensive rebound and putbacks up and in. And how about this? The Hillers are within 10. Nixon for three. Got it.
Huge.
Big three to try and stop the momentum. Alexander defending Coleman.
Oh, this is.
Oh, wow.
That's like a foul on Cole.
Foul on Coleman.
Yeah.
And you can see he was getting a little agitated with Alexander.
That's what Alexander can do to a player, and that's 3 on him now. But only the first foul on Tower Hill, so. But Tower Hill had it down to 8, and St. E's hits that big 3, Mike.
Wow. Reese. Nixon, 2 for the money. That's back rim, no good. Reese flying in for a rebound, and he's going to knock it out of bounds. Energy starting to pick up for the Vikings.
Well, he looked up, and their lead was down to 8. They said, hey, this team's not going away.
Somerville. Yeah, that's a reach in. He'll get 2 shots.
I mean, Kevin Somerville, 8 points in the game, but it seems like he's had a huge impact beyond the points.
I was just saying, it seems like in this quarter alone.
But he's got 6.
Yeah, he's been.
I thought he had more than 2 in the first half.
Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds,
Yeah.
assists.
Yeah, he's had a lot, more than the points,
Yeah,
obviously.
exactly right.
Goes 0 for 2 from the line there. Hunter the rebound. Here comes Nixon. Nixon down the lane. No one stops him. Goes all the way in, but he can't finish. Here comes Tower Hill. Coleman in the lane. Floating. Can't finish. Somerville again the rebound. No good. Price fighting for the rebound, and he's fouled. 17.8 seconds to go here in the third.
I like that foul. And
It's only 2 for the quarter.
Right,
So.
and St. E's looked like they were going to go on a fast break. Mike Tower Hill had 2 players down after that rebound, so I like it. Smart foul. Know the game.
Nixon Alexander, a low pass. He can't quite handle it.
Tell you what, Tower Hill can get a bucket here at the end of the quarter. Lead will be single digits going to the
Which is what their goal probably, would have been.
Yep.
Try and cut that lead down as much as you can. And right now, that it's an even quarter. Coleman, kick out. Clough for 3. Back rim, no good over the backboard.
All right, 5.7 to go here.
Vikings got time.
Have Reese bring it in.
Nixon, 3, 2, 1. They pass it off. Hunter gets the layoff up in time. And that's about as well as you can execute the end of the quarter there for St. E's as they go up now 13, heading into the 4th.
Yeah, that was I talked about Tower Hill getting the last basket. They missed. St. E's comes down and gets the bucket at the buzzer.
Couple buzzer beaters today.
Yeah, really impressive stuff.
51-38 after 3. We'll be back with the 4th quarter action here at the Viking Invitation.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes...
Welcome back in, Viking Invitational. Fourth quarter action about to come at you, an interstate battle here between the St. Elizabeth Vikings and the Tower Hill Hillers. Vikings lead by 13 heading into the fourth.
So +1 that quarter for the
+1.
Vikings.
Yeah, and Jay, they scored. They get the ball back to start the quarter.
And like I said, Tower Hill had the ball with 7 seconds left and missed 3, but they could have cut that to, single digits. So. And now
Bison back out with the 3 fouls.
With the 3 fouls.
Reese, step back, long 2, got it. Got it in rhythm. Now the Hillers. This young Hillers team, they've shown a lot of fight in this one. After trailing 26-4 early in the second quarter. This is Taylor, freshman. Pull up is good.
Nice shot.
It's just an impressive day so far for Kevin Coleman, the sophomore guard.
Yeah, he's been really good.
Alexander in the lane, kick out to Biason for 3, got it.
That's the thing, every time Tower Hill seems to get it back in the game, St. E's has an answer.
Coleman, Euro step, can't finish. Hunter, ball knocked away from him. Put back no good. Tower Hill just beating the Vikings to the boards here. Pump fake, in the lane, floating, layup no good.
And that's
but
on
That's
Tobias.
34 on Tobias. And
Christian Martin will go to the line for 2.
But you said that, Pat, and that's one thing Coach Kaiser can stress to the team. Hey, we fall on the boards. We got offensive rebounds against the Vikings team that we weren't getting in that first quarter. And, that's stuff that he could build, this coaching staff could build on this young team moving forward.
First free throw, no good. I'm with you, Jay. Well, that's one thing, and that just shows you the culture they've built there. Coach Kaiser has built a culture at Tower Hill these last 4 years or so. Ball knocked away. What a save.
Oh, by the way,
Hunter up top. He tried to force the issue there.
They called that foul on number 5 of St. E's and not
so it was on Reese.
So
that's a fortunate.
That's
only his first.
Yeah.
Hunter down the lane. Kicks it back out top. Right. 3 ball. In and out, no good. Coleman down the lane.
That, coast to coast.
Oh, nice hands there by Reese.
And it went off Coleman.
I think Coleman kicked it out of bounds.
So great hands by
about
Reese.
About as well as it could have gone there for the Vikings, because Coleman went end to end.
Right. Into Tobiason.
Let's see if he just backs him
Kick
down.
out, nice pass. Reese for 3. Back rim, no good. Tobiason offensive rebound. Vikings up 16.
It helps to have that long reach. He just
offensive.
There's 4. Good defense there by Tower.
Yeah, and that is great defense. And now Tobiason has to be careful because he's a very active player. He goes for rebounds and stuff. I think it's a smart decision just to get him maybe a minute or 2 on the bench here.
Caden Harris will check back in.
Just a reminder, coming up at 6:30, I believe it's going to be Oxford and Kennett. I know our stream does not say that, but that's who it is.
Runs out of bounds. Stays here with the Hillers.
Yeah, I keep on saying I'm going to change it in between games, but
we don't have enough time.
We don't. It's been 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes by the time I'm changing the scoreboard and setting up the links.
knocked away. Somerville, big third quarter for him.
They think they're paying a little more attention to Kevin Somerville.
They are. Coleman. This is Riley. And he traveled. 5:24 to go. St. E's up 16. Here's Reese. Crossover, kick out. And a reset. Tobias Reese. Caden Harris. Right. Reese. Looked like he was wanting to shoot, but he lost it. Coleman. And he gets one knocked away. He'll stay here with Tower.
That's great defense there by Coleman. But even a better defense by St. E's, who came back and was able to knock the ball out and stop that fast break.
Here comes Coleman. In the lane, that's, wow, nothing there. Here comes Wright. Kick out, Alexander for three. Long, right to rebound, put back, falls off the rim, Somerville the rebound. Wow.
Yeah, see the Vikings miss layups like that too often.
Timeout, I believe, by Tower Hill.
60-second.
I think that's a good timeout for Coach Kaiser as his team's gone a little stagnant on offense, but you know, I know they're down 16, you know, but I think he still wants to preach to these kids that let's continue fighting. Still 4:26 left in this game.
4:26 to go. A couple outside shots, and they're right back in this one. The Vikings have seen they've kind of been on cruise control.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, like you said, they were up 26-4, and leads got down to 9 maybe once, but you know, for the most part, it's been, you know, like you said, cruise control for them. But I think this is also teaching moments for Coach Cassidy too. Hey, listen, we kind of let them back in the game a little bit by, you know, all those fouls and this and that. We got to be, you know, vigilant of that. But you know, so I think both coaches are probably, you know, happy with the some of the stuff they're seeing from their team here today.
Hard not to be. I think it's been a pretty good game. The Tower Hill, the young team that they are. It's, like you said, for Coach Kaiser and his staff, it's got to be a lot of brights.
And, you know, for a young team, he didn't duck anybody this year either. He's got Slazy Animal on the schedule. He's got Sanford twice. Being in that independent conference, they schedule William Penn. So, you know.
William Penn have 40 games? I'm just kidding. Everybody's got Penn.
William Penn's got themselves a gauntlet.
They do. They play a great schedule. Penn does play a great schedule.
Well, they got all the Flight A teams. Then they play both, you know, Sally, St. Elizabeth's, you know,
Tower Hill.
Did they play Caravel?
Caravel, who
is a little better since I saw them play.
I was going to say they're. You know who's really impressed me this year is that Smyrna team.
Haven't seen them. I think may have caught them on NFHS once.
Tower Hill handling here. That one goes good, but there's that man again, Somerville. Scrapping for the offensive rebound, and he gets himself to the foul line.
Been really impressed with his game today.
Yeah, you said it, Mike. He's really showed me something here today.
Hard not to be impressed is definitely the takeaway for sure.
Chance to move into double figures here if he makes both of these.
Fourth foul on Wright. Back rim no good. Reese will come and get hit.
Yeah, Tobias Reese is going to come in.
That's, I think one thing Tower Hill, can improve the free throw shooting this year. Has gone their way this game from the foul line.
Back rim, no good. Nixon the rebound.
Now the Vikings don't have to go 100 miles an hour here.
Alexander for three. Got it.
But I'm glad they don't listen to me. They're probably glad they don't listen to me.
Yeah, and Mike, sometimes when your offense is like that,
it's hard to slow it down.
It's hard to slow it down as a player.
Riley, not much there. Coleman. Kid on the court, and they're going to have to stop the game. Child on the court.
He wanted to get it. He wanted to get it on the action, Pat.
Fortunately, that's not something you see every day.
No.
I see a few adults on the court.
I don't think I've ever seen a stoppage because of that here in all the games that we've done and all the games that I played here. That's a first. That is truly a first.
Off the foot.
That was off a shoe. Go back to the Vikings.
Mom lost the handle. It's a turnover on Mom.
Vikings still on go. Nixon, kick out. Alexander
you can't leave him
again.
open.
In and out, no good. That one nearly taken away. Somerville in trouble. Going to skip that. That's a turnover. Oh, there's a foul. Going to get Riley on the foul.
I don't think Tower is not doing his fouling. That's only the first one.
Yeah, meanwhile, they're in the bonus the rest of the way, so.
St. E's has certainly collected their share of fouls today.
They're a very aggressive team, Mike. They go for a lot of steals, and sometimes if you don't get the steal, you're going to get called for that little foul.
And now here's a little bit of the stall that you're used to seeing from them. Harris. Nixon is fouled. Riley gets him on that one. .244 to go. Vikings in control here.
Yeah, they really did a good job withstanding Tower Hill's. Got them within 8.
Look at that. Look at the burst.
Speed.
Alexander just right by. Off for three. He got it. He had missed a few of those here in this half. He got that one to fall. Reese from way out there, in and out, and that's no good.
Yeah, you can see Coach Cassie kind of shake his head on that. I don't think he minds the three-point shot, but that was from way downtown.
Clough back to back. Oh,
no
good.
That should have gone in.
2 minutes to see what the Vikings decide to do here. Reese down the lane, layup. Somerville. The Coleman back to Somerville.
Give and go, but no room at the end.
Hunter up ahead. Nixon. Harris for three. No good. Coleman. Nowhere to go. And over to back. 1:18 to go. St. E's will remain undefeated here.
Yep.
With a victory over a scrappy Tower Hill team.
And tomorrow they'll get Appoquinimink in that championship game. That's going to be a lot of fun.
That it will be. Boys 2 action coming up next. Oxford and Kennett. And the final minute of this one.
Call timeout to get the benches in.
Yep.
Wholesale changes here.
So a good job there by the Vikings. We said they took Tower's best punch and extended the lead from 8. Now they're up 20. So good teams, that's what they do. They take what they're given, and they build on it. You know, they're mostly without Tobias in this quarter. He got into foul trouble, and then he's a lot of talent on his team. So
yeah, you're exactly right, Mike. It got down to 8 there in that third quarter, but St. Eve responded, really well. But they were up 26-4 at one point, and I'm sure Coach Cass said, we can learn on trying to put these teams away earlier. But Tower Hill, it just would not go away.
A chance to get some, at least to get a minute here for some of these guys. I know Holden played a little bit in the first half, and Price has played a little bit today.
Here's Holden, the 8th grader, in the lane, kick out. That one no good, that was Price. Final minute of play here. 3-ball buried. That's Leo Liu for 3. Ball knocked away, and it'll go to Tower. 15 seconds to go. Bringing the ball up here, Jaden Deadweiler. That name is going to be familiar.
I wonder if Ricky's still at Del State.
Lou, how about that? It's 2 threes at the buzzer. Vikings will get the victory though, 63-49. Impressive game here today.
It really was. Both teams have a lot of positives in this game, and they both have something to work on, but great effort here by both teams today, and St. E's gets the win, and we'll take on Appoquinimec on tomorrow.
Who do we want there, Pat?
I think we're going to go with Aiden Tobiasen today.
Yeah.
Limited action. Now he got in foul trouble, but he had himself quite the game here today.
I think his steals on the defensive end that set up some of those dunks were impressive in that first quarter, where they kind of built that big lead, and then they went from there in the second in the second half when Tower got back in it. He was there with another big effort.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're going to get joined here by Aiden Tobiasen here shortly. Post game.
First thing right here.
All right, so here we are. We're joined by senior Aiden Tobiasen here, St. E's. First and foremost, congrats on your commitment to Temple.
Thank you,
man.
thank you.
Heck of an accomplishment.
Absolutely.
As for this one, you guys came out really, really strong start, 26-4. Talk a little bit about, is there something you guys like to do to start games off to kind of get the intensity up there, because it seems like you guys are getting off the quick starts this season.
Yeah, I think in the warm-ups we preach to warm up hard. So because if we warm up hard, we got our blood flowing, we're already ready for the game, and I think that showed today. So that's really a big thing in this warm-up.
For sure, and I know Jay, you talked about it. Your defense to offense as a team seems to really drive you guys. Talk a little bit about the defensive intensity and how important that seems to be for you guys.
I think the biggest thing on defense is we work a lot on a lot in practice on defense, and we do a lot of like in practice, like guarding each other full court, because it's going to help our game. It's going to help us guard half court too, and we really preach same hand deflections, and it shows in the game. And we get a lot of steals and we like to push a break.
One thing that has impressed all of us here early in the season is your guys' half court offense. It's really improved from last year where we saw you guys to this year. Talk a little bit about maybe the work that you guys have put in the half court, because you always have been good in transition, but now the half court offense looks to be really in fine tune.
Yeah, the biggest thing at our half court offense is that we're all unselfish, and in practice we always make the extra pass, and in the games we make the extra pass as well. And making the extra pass gets us all shots, gets us all looks, so we all don't feel down, because everybody's getting a look, and it's only going to bring up the positive energy, and yeah.
Talk a little bit about the leadership role. I mean, you've had to take a leadership role with this group. A lot of young guys on your team. Obviously, you guys got some seniors as well. But we've really noticed, the leadership role that you've taken this season. Has that kind of been a focus for you?
Yeah, for sure. But I like to thank my underclassmen because they're coming from like schools where they were the leader, but they're adapting to me being their leader now. So I really appreciate them really understanding and really like coming to the team and really understanding how it is to be under the leader. So
yeah, the buy-in seems to be strong.
Yeah, they're buying in for sure.
The Tower Hill cut it to 8 there in that third quarter, but you guys were able to pull away. What was the message said? As Tower Hill got it down to 8, to kind of you guys got it back up to 20. Talk about that stretch of play.
Yeah, so a team is always gonna go on a run, and us players, us being high IQ players, like we always know that every team's gonna go on a run, and we understand that. So we just got to keep it positive, and we did, and we ended up getting our lead back. So.
For sure, Aiden Tobias and St. Elizabeth. Thanks, congratulations on the victory. Best of luck tomorrow against APA.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
See you next.
There you have it. St. E's getting the victory. As we said, they'll be taking on APA Quinnipiac tomorrow in that championship game. A few minutes from now, you'll have Kennett and Oxford. But before we get to that, Jay, just final thoughts here from an impressive victory there for the Vikings.
Yeah, it really was. And like I said, I'm a big defensive guy, and I think everything they do starts on that defense end, that full court press. They make you go the length of the court to beat them, and it's really aggressive defense. And I think that's led to their offense tonight. I know they made some 3-pointers, but it wasn't the typical, and that shows you that they can win other ways. And that's what I want to see, because the first 2 games I saw, they hit 29 3-pointers.
Right.
But sooner or later, those shots, there's going to be nights where they're not falling. So I want to see them in a couple games like that, and it's good to see.
Absolutely. So, as we said, we'll have Kennett and Oxford coming for you here in a little bit. Thanks for tuning in here to the Viking Invitational on Delaware Live Sports.